Hey guys, it's Andrea from VW Family Farm, and today I'm going to talk to you about Azure Standard, so stay tuned. Okay, as you can see, right behind me is a lot of my canning stuff. We produce a lot of our own food here on the homestead, but there are still things that I buy that we do not produce. So I am going to show you where I get a lot of those things. So come with me. Okay, as you can see, this is a concrete room behind me. I'm going to let a little bit of my crazy out today. So don't tell anybody. Okay, this is our safe room. You come in our kitchen and then you come back in one of our bedrooms. And this was when we originally built our house. We had this safe room put in. As you can see, the blocks go up from floor to ceiling. They're filled with rebar and concrete. We wound up deciding that we wound up hearing reports that these would not withstand an F5 tornado. So we built another one. So we don't actually use this for a safe room anymore. We could if it was the last thing we could jump into before tornado, but we don't usually. So I use it for storage. And as you can see, it is full of these little beauties. These are food grade 5-gallon buckets from Lowe's, and then I bought the Gamma lids. Let me show you those. They snap on, and then this top part twists out. The snapped part stays on it all the time. It's locked on. This, and then you can get to what's inside. So these are airtight. They don't, moisture doesn't get in, bugs don't get in, nothing like that. So I love these things. Okay, so I'm going to show you a bunch of things that I keep in these buckets. These are all things I order from Azure. And I'm not sure how to say it. Let me just confess that. I say Azure, but I'm pretty sure it's Azure, but I find myself going back to Azure. Okay, this is one of the things I keep from them. This is Redmond's Real Salt, and that's a lot of salt. I think I buy a 50-pound bag of that at a time. And that's about right for this bucket. So we love this salt. This is all we use. Okay, another thing that I keep from them is rice. The type of rice I like is Lundberg brand. That's the only type I really buy anymore. And I buy brown rice. And that's what's in this bucket. It's not exciting. It's just rice. But that is one of the things, that's the best place I can find to buy Lundberg rice. And so I get that from them. You can get everything you get from them in small quantities, but the bigger the bulk, the lower the price. Now, I definitely don't buy in the biggest bulk. Some things you can buy in 2,000-pound like drums. I do not do that, of course. But if you had a whole co-op of people that wanted to split it, that would be your best way to go. I usually buy 25 pounds. You can buy 50 pounds. You can buy as small as like probably 1 pound or 5 pounds. I just don't usually do that because I buy in bulk and then I've got all I need. I'm not gonna open every one of these because they're not really exciting, but this says cereal, and I used to buy cereal, but now that is oats. I buy organic oats from them. And then down on the bottom is hard white wheat berries, and that's what I grind for sourdough. The hard wheat is better for that. I also buy organic popcorn. We love to pop our own popcorn. This one is soft white wheat berries, and that's what I sprout to like make cookies or anything like that. The soft white is better for that. Down on the bottom is pasta. We went gluten-free for quite a while, and so I bought a big quantity of gluten-free pasta. We don't eat much pasta anymore, but that is what's in that bucket. This is before I started grinding my own wheat berries. That is just flour, and I do still try to keep unbleached, unbromated white flour. So that's, the kids are kids, and they like stuff made with white flour sometimes, so that's my compromise. The second one is sugar. We don't eat that much sugar, but we do have bees that we will feed sugar to. And then down on the bottom down there is organic cornmeal. So that's the things I keep in these buckets. Now let me take you in my kitchen. You may be thinking, well, those aren't very accessible to get your flour out and your oats. Well, these are what I keep the smaller quantities in. That's an organic sugar. That's flour. That's a blend of like gluten-free flours. It's almond flour and flax meal and stuff like that. And that's where I keep my oats. So you can get these if you have a Walmart in your area. This is a really big one. I don't know if you can tell how big this one right here is. It's probably 2.5 to 3 gallons. I think these smaller ones are a gallon, but that's what I keep on my counter to be easily accessible to bake with. Here's some other things I buy from them. Spices and seasonings that I don't produce myself. These are just various spices. I've got others in other places, but they have really good prices. And they have farms themselves, and they also have partner farms that grow organically and non-GMO. And even if a lot of their things are not organic, they'll be like no spray. I know they carry strawberries that are not organic, frozen strawberries, and there'll be no spray. That's really all I care about, because sometimes just being labeled organic, sometimes, I'm sorry, but it doesn't mean a hill of beans. They've just sprayed it with something else. And I know it's better than conventional, but if you tell me I did not spray this with anything, but I'm not certified organic, hey, I'm tickled with that. Okay, other things I buy from them. I'm just gonna run through some of the things. They had an outage of this. This is their olive oil extra virgin organic. This is my favorite kind. It's the most cost effective. It's one of their products. They have Azure Market products, and if you can get stuff in that, that's the cheapest way to go, because that's something that they've got their labeling on. I usually buy this in at least, well, I usually buy it in a gallon, but they were out, so this is a quart. This is my favorite of all time, coconut oil. I love this stuff. This is expeller pressed organic, and it's a good price. It's even better than what I can get at Walmart for the Great Value brand. So I love this stuff. I buy things like apple cider vinegar, and I've started making my own, but if you need something that you need a guaranteed percentage of the acidity, like if you're gonna make something with it or whatever, you need something that, because on the homemade, I guess what I'm trying to say is the homemade, you don't know the acidity of it. So for things like canning or whatever, fermenting, you probably need to buy some vinegar. Other things, this right here. I quit using my dishwasher here a while back, and I've saved a ton of money. I hang my clothes on the line and I don't use the dishwasher, but that means I go through a lot of dishwashing liquid just for my sink. So this is a gallon. You can buy it in a pack of 2 gallons. I think there's 4 gallons. I'm not sure. I know I bought 2 gallons of this at a time for a better price. And then I just kept the old bottle I was using. I keep funneling it into the bottle. It is good stuff, and it's healthy to be using. It's free of dye and fragrances, no SLS, SLES, or Laureth 7. Not sure what those are, but I'm pretty sure I don't want them in my house. I don't use my dishwasher anymore, but when I did, I ordered this from them. I like this stuff, 7th generation. I like all their stuff. We're addicted to this stuff, like to sweeten drinks or whatever. This is Sweet Leaf Sweet Drops, and this is the plain. It comes in a much bigger bottle than if you get flavored, but we love this stuff, and it's hard to find. Coconut aminos, another thing that I order from them, and usually I order 3 bottles at a time. It lasts us forever, but I love cooking vegetables in this, and it's healthy. The kids love the flavor of it. I used to have to force like sauteed squash or something down them. With this stuff, they love it. It's so good. I also like this. This is good, Bragg's liquid aminos. This is good for meat or vegetables, so I kind of switch them out. I really like this one the best, but I like the flavor of this one every once in a while too. So those are some things. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I order from them. I've ordered detergent. I've ordered lots of things over time. Lots of things that are in season. They have farms, like I told you, in partner farms, where they'll have apples that are in season, or cherries, or whatever, mangoes, all kinds of stuff that they grow. And then when it's in season, it's available. It's not available all the time. I order butter and cream cheese and things like that. I try to stick to just buying ingredients to make other things, not necessarily convenience foods, because I don't like to go to the store. So I try to do bulk orders, and then we're good for a while. Another thing that Azure is good for is if you live out in the country like we do. We can't run to the store every day. I know people that go every day for what they're going to cook that night. I can't do that. I'm too far from town. It would take too much gas. And really, the things I'm ordering, they cost a little bit more, but they're very high quality. It keeps me from going to town and going to the store where I wind up buying a lot of things I don't need and spending money I don't need to be spending. So those are some of the things. I'm sure I'm forgetting things. I know I also order, I love this stuff, cream of chicken and cream of mushroom soup in the little boxes. So here's the cream of mushroom, and I also buy cream of chicken. It's Pacific brand, organic cream of mushroom. I like to use this to cook with every once in a while. I don't use a ton of it, but there's lots of things I've ordered over the years that I'll get a big quantity of, and then I don't need them again for a while. You don't have to order the same things every month if you buy a big enough quantity. So my grocery bill is not really that high, because if I buy a big quantity of like rice, I'm not buying that again for maybe a year. I've ordered a lot of nuts from them, pecans, walnuts, cashews, things like that. And again, I can't always afford the organic, but I feel confident in everything they sell, even the things that are not organic. So I feel good about ordering from them pretty much anything they sell. So you need to just go on their website, check it out, look around, take your grocery list to where you'd be going to the store and buying it, and compare and see what you could do. They sell things through a drop. So we have a drop in our area, and you would need to get hooked up with a drop. You can have it sent to your house, and I did that one time, the very first time, and it's expensive. So you can do it, but if you find a drop in your area, the way it works is like ours will cut off on a Wednesday once a month. You have to have your order in, and you can keep ordering. You can go in there multiple times and keep adding to your order. It's not like a final thing. You can't add more to it until you're cut off, then it's final. So if our cutoff's on a Wednesday, that's the deadline. Whatever you have in there is what you've ordered. And then you'll get an email like Thursday or Friday saying, this is what's going to ship. Because sometimes you might order something and it actually goes out of stock before they get your order put together. So you'll get an email saying all these things shipped and maybe these couple things didn't. And then the following week, ours is on a Tuesday, you'll go meet the truck, and it's an 18-wheeler, and we meet ours in a church parking lot. Every drop is different. We'll unload it all, takes minutes. We line it up in alphabetical order. All the people show up to pick their stuff up, grab it, put it in your car, you're done. That's it. It's so easy. They package it up really nice in cardboard boxes, pack it in there. I wind up with a whole month's worth of stuff, and I might have like 4 or 5 boxes. That's it. And so then our shopping's done. And a lot of things, like I said, and like you do as well, you produce yourself. So these are the staples and essentials that we don't, that I want. I could probably do without all of this and be okay, but there's certain things we want to have on hand. So anyway, I hope this helps you. If you've got questions about Azure, I have been doing it for a while, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some pertinent information. Azure doesn't just sell food. They sell homeopathic medicines. They sell vitamins, supplements, all that kind of stuff. So check them out. I don't always order like seasonal things, but they sell pretty much all fruits and vegetables and things like that. Lots of fresh produce, and that ships just fine in my opinion, the things I've ordered. One time I got some, I think it was lemons that were already starting to go bad by the time I got them. Called them, they made it right, gave me a credit. So don't be afraid to order something fresh. They will make it right if it doesn't work out, or it's, you know, gets to you and it's starting to go bad. So leave us a comment, share this video to others who might be thinking about getting involved with Azure. It's a great company, and just ask any questions you have. I'd be happy to help you. So thank you. Have a great day, and God bless.